Good morning, dear students. Once again, I am back, Joydeep Datta, the teacher of English of Jhajia Gopal Chandra High School and formerly attached with Devra Horimuthi Saraswat Vidya Mandir. Today, I would like to discuss with you My Own True Family by Ted Hughes. My Own True Family by Ted Hughes. At first, a lucid reading of the poem. Once I crept in an oak wood. I was looking for a stag. I met an old woman there, all noblest stick and rag. She said, I have your secret here inside my little bag. Then she began to cackle, and I began to quake. She opened up her little bag, and I came twice awake. Surrounded by a staring tribe and me tied to a stake, they said, we are the oak trees and your own true family. We are chopped down. We are torn up. You do not blink an eye. Unless you make a promise now you are going to die. Whenever you see an oak tree felled, swear, now you will plant two. Unless you swear, the black oak bark will wrinkle over you and root you among the oaks where you were born but never grew. This was my dream beneath the boughs, the dream that altered me. When I came out of the oak wood, back to human company, my walk was the walk of a human child, but my heart was a tree. So let's explain. Once I crept in an oak wood, I was looking for a stag. I refers to the narrator of the poem, probably a boy. Once upon a time, he went into a forest in order to find a stag. Stag means, a male deer. In order to find out a male deer, a stag, the boy went inside a forest, and the forest was infested with different oak trees. I met an old woman there, all noblest stick and rag. But there, the narrator found, or somehow he came across a very old lady, and the old lady had some mysterious power. She said, I have your secret here inside my little bag. That old lady had a little bag with her, and that little bag was something like a treasure house because the old lady demanded, or she told, that all the secrets of that boy, all the secrets of that boy were kept inside that little bag. So naturally, it's a very mysterious statement that the old lady made. Then she began to cackle and I began to quake. Obviously, it's a very mysterious experience on the part of the boy. The boy started to quake. Quake means tremble. The boy started trembling when that old lady was cackling. Actually, he was laughing in a very hairstone, in a very rough fashion. She was laughing, and after hearing that laugh, what happened? That boy started to quake. That means the boy started to tremble. She felt very shaky. She opened up her little bag and I came twice awake. She opened up her little bag. So naturally it's a very significant incident. She opened up her little bag means the entire secrecy that she keeps with her will come out at once. And what happened? Actually, after she opened up the bag, I came twice awake. I refers to the narrator. I have already told you. The boy came twice awake. So it's a twice awakening. It's a reawakening. You may call it to be a renaissance. Once again, the boy got up. Surrounded by a staring tribe and me tied to a stake. Yeah, one point is there. This waking up is not a biological waking up. Somewhat it's a spiritual awakening. That spiritual awakening dawned upon the boy, surrounded by a staring tribe and me tied to a stake. What did the boy see after he got up? After getting up, he saw that he was surrounded by a staring tribe. Tribe means tribal people. The tribal people surrounded the boy, staring at him, and obviously their attitude was a bit arrogant, and they were looking at the boy. And the boy was tied to a stake. So naturally, it's a very crucial situation for the boy. It's a very critical situation for the boy. They said, we are the oak trees and your own true family. But here, obviously, we are startled because those tribal people were no people actually, rather, they were the oak trees. And they told that they were the oak trees and the true family of the narrator. They were the true members or true members of the family. We are chopped down and we are torn up and we do not blink an eye. So naturally, they are very much shocked that they are chopped down, they are failed, and they are torn up, and the narrator does not blink an eye. The narrator is the representative of the entire humanity in general. The humanity is not at all touched by the torture, the pain, and the agony and the atrocities that the trees suffer from as a result of our greed. As we are greedy, mercilessly we cut down the trees, mercilessly we don't pay heed to their tortures, and we pay a deaf ear to all their cries, their mute cries. Actually, they are tacit, they are not, they don't make any sound. Therefore, generally we can't understand what a pang, what a torture, what a trauma they have to suffer from. Therefore, now somehow they have been empowered and they have been energized in a new way. Therefore, they have come here to take a revenge. And now they are threatening, unless you make a promise now you are going to die. You have to make a promise. It's a very important promise that you have to make. So what's the promise? We are also expectant to know. Whenever you see an oak tree felled, swear, now you will plant two. So it's a very important direction. It's a very important order that the tribal tree, I mean the oak trees, the tribal people, as stated here, the oak trees are giving a very important direction to the boy or to the narrator. What's the direction? Whenever he will see that one oak tree is felled, one oak tree is cut, just at that time he has to take initiative to plant a new or two new trees there. Unless you swear, the black oak bark will wrinkle over you. And if they don't take if the boy does not accept the condition, if the boy does not accept this fact, then what will happen? The boy has to meet his instant death and root you among the oaks where you were born but never grew. So naturally, I think the boy or the narrator had no other option left. This was my dream beneath the boughs, the dream that altered me. But coming to the fag end of the poem, we come to see that this is not the actuality, rather it was a dream. And the boy was seeing a dream there. He was sleeping, or he was taking he was dodging there. He was taking a midday nap maybe. And while he was dreaming, he visualized the entire matter. But this visualization is very important. This visualization had a very metamorphic effect. It's a complete metamorphosis that came upon the boy after visualizing the entire dream. The dream altered him, and this change is very important. This transformation is very important. When I came out of the oak wood back to human company, my walk was the walk of a human child, but my heart was a tree. So now the boy is well connected with the vegetation. The boy is well connected with the oak trees, not only the oak trees, rather the entire nature in general. Now he can understand the trauma that the trees have to suffer from as a result of our greed. With the human beings, give them torture. Therefore, the boy has been altered now. He has been transformed, and he has already been spiritually changed. Now he can feel for the trees all the more, and that's very important. So you, the students, you have to also think it twice before cutting down a tree. We have to think twice whether we should cut a tree or not. At any cost, we have to preserve the nature. Okay, I think the explanation will satisfy your needs, and if it really satisfies your needs, then naturally you have to stay tuned, and I must be coming back here once again with new videos.